I am spending an entire year in a Minecraft survival world. Each and every day, I've been booting up my save and playing on it for 1 hour, all with the goal to see how much progress I can make in 1 year. Every 10 days, I'm making a recap video so you lovely viewers can get a little peek as to what I'm up to. If you missed the previous videos, don't worry. There's a playlist with all of the videos for you to catch up to speed. This is a recap of days 51 to 60. Let's get into it. But wait, these videos really do take me a ton of time to make, so don't forget to drop a sub. Only a teeny tiny percentage of you guys watching are subscribed to the channel, and your support really helps me keep this series going. Now let's jump into the video. At the end of the last video, I teased that I wanted to start getting a full set of netherite armor so I can get god gear. So today I wanted to start this quest and got prepared to mine for ancient debris. I went to my sheep pen, got wool, and crafted an entire inventory of beds and made my way to the nether. As far as I'm aware, the best way to find ancient debris is to use beds to basically TNT mine. Since ancient debris is super strong, the explosion from the bed doesn't break the block, and it allows you to uncover a ton of surface area in no time. I made my way into the depths of the nether and used that strat to mine. This can be dangerous though, but since I already have a full set of diamond armor, we should be pretty safe from dying. I used up all my beds, and over the course of about 45 minutes, I only got 4 ancient debris, which is unfortunately only enough for 1 netherite ingot, so not a great mining day, but I'm going to try and get back into the nether again soon. A few days back on my shorts page, I asked you guys to name a dog in my world, but I had one issue though. I didn't exactly have a name tag to do that, so I took my perfectly enchanted fishing rod and made my way to the ocean in hopes to fish one up. And to my surprise, it didn't take very much time at all, only around 10 minutes. So I went back home and put a name on the name tag. The dog I'm naming is sort of the guardian of my windmill. He sits up here making sure that everything is going smoothly. And the name that I liked the most from the comments was Courage. This is sort of a reference to Courage the Cowardly Dog, although our dog isn't cowardly. I dyed his color purple and then decided to get back into the nether to get some more ancient debris. And this time, I only found around 3 ancient debris. This brings our total up to 7. Our ancient debris mining has been going pretty slow so far. So on day 53, I wanted to change that and double our total of 7 up to 14. With only 1 hour to go into the nether, I honestly wasn't too hopeful that we could get my goal done. So once again, I took an inventory of beds into the nether and made myself a new mine and got to excavating. After only using 2 beds, I got super lucky and found a 2 cluster, but my luck quickly turned sour. I used up all of the beds I had and I didn't find any more. We were only 2 out of 7 on our ancient debris goal, so I switched my strategy and used my efficiency 4 diamond pickaxe and started to dig around randomly. Eventually, I found a lot more ancient debris and did actually end up with 7 on the day. This ended up actually being a really good day, and our total is now 14, so we are way closer to getting a full set of netherite gear. On day 54, I decided that this was going to be the last day I was going to grind for netherite. We have spent basically the entirety of this video in the nether, and I'd have to guess a lot of you are sick of doing the same thing every day. So today, I was not going to stop grinding until I found enough ancient debris for an entire set of netherite gear. So I used the trusty bed method, then switched to mining with my pickaxe. I was able to find 9 ancient debris, and our total is now 23, but I was not done yet. I got some more beds, only found 1, and then did a ton of mining once again with just a pickaxe, and I found another 10 ancient debris. These are some ridiculous numbers, which honestly has me wondering whether the bed method is really worth it, or if mining is just the optimal way. Regardless, this was a whopping 20 on the day, and this set me up to finally be able to get my full set of netherite gear going. On day 55, we finally had enough ancient debris to upgrade all of my diamond gear to netherite, but I had one slight teeny tiny problem. My gear wasn't good enough for me to upgrade yet. Right now, my gear is pretty decent, but nowhere near good enough to commit to netherite. So I spent this entire day hanging out at my skeleton farm and then doing enchantments. At first, things were not going great at all. I was getting awful enchantment, but slowly things started to pick up. By the end of the day, I had a full set of diamond armor I was proud of. On my helmet, I had protection 4, respiration 3, aquafinity, and unbreaking. On my chestplate, I had protection 4 and unbreaking 3. On my leggings, I had protection 4 and unbreaking 3. And on my boots, I had protection 4, unbreaking 3, depth strider 3, and feather falling 4. I think tomorrow it'll be time to upgrade my armor. So that is exactly what I did on day 56. After gathering the materials over the past week, I was finally ready to turn my diamond armor into netherite. The first thing I needed to do was smelt all of the ancient debris down to netherite scraps. Next, I turned all of those into netherite ingots. Then I got myself a smithing table and then got to changing all of my gear over. I upgraded all of my armor as well as my silk touch pickaxe and my diamond sword, and I think that I look awesome. We have come so far in this world, and it's insane how we already have this gear. For the rest of the hour, I spent time at the skeleton grinder to get more levels, and then also grew some more wheat up at my windmill. We have spent a lot of time upgrading gear, going into the nether, and generally working hard. So on day 57, I wanted to take a little break from all the nonsense going on and just kick back and do some mining. Leave a comment with how many diamonds you think that I will get by the end of the hour, and if you get it right, I will be so very happy. Anyway, I went into my mine shaft and got to digging. During my mining, the warden spawned in a nearby cave, and since I had netherite gear, I got a little bit cocky and tried to fight him. him. Let's just say that did not go very well at all, and I was killed by the warden, which marks the second ever death in this world. So I got my gear back and had to hide for a little while until he went away. This left me with only 40 minutes to do mining, so I actually got to it. After doing all of my mining and getting back up to the surface, I ended up getting 23 diamonds. One of the slower days, I think. It has been a really long time since we built anything cool in this world, so on day 58, I wanted to get something new in. I decided I wanted to build something in the courtyard fountain area behind my house. The idea that I had in mind was to build a shed to store any tools as well as things like smithing tables and grindstones. So I picked my spot behind the fountain and started building. I'm using a picture I found on Google as inspiration for this build. I'm still not a great builder yet. I got the main structure in and then started digging down below the surface. I like this design for the shed because it played with depth in a unique way. I dug out the space I would need underground and started to decorate the inside with stone blocks. This took a long time for me to do, so that was it for the hour on day 58. On day 59, I wanted to finish up the smithing shed we started, so I got right to it. I got a majority of it up yesterday, which was good, so all we had left today was a lot of decoration. I started by going down into the shed and digged a little bit further back to make room for my smithing station. I put some wood in the walls to break up all the stone and then placed 2 smithing tables at the end. I also added in any other type of useful blocks I would need, like furnaces, crafting tables, and grindstones. After this, I went outside to add some oak leaves as bushes around the shed and then finish off my day by getting more wheat at the windmill. Day 60 is the last day I'm going to be covering in this 10 days video. But don't worry, if you want to keep up with the series daily, check out my shorts I post every day in this world. So the day after this is posted, you'll be able to see day 61 and then so on. But after finishing up the smithing shed yesterday, I figured it was finally time for me to get started on getting villagers in my world. Since the only village in this world is hundreds and hundreds of blocks away, my best option is going to be going out at night to find a zombie villager to cure. I had one problem though. To make sure the zombie villager doesn't despawn while I set up for it to be cured, I need to name it with a name tag, and I don't have one right now. So I did as I usually do and made my way to the ocean with my trusty perfect fishing rod to fish one up. After a super short time, I got one and then made my way back home. So I started going out at night to find a zombie villager, and after 45 minutes of searching, I never found one. So I guess we have to end this video off with a fail. But don't worry, we're gonna try and get this done very, very soon. But that was it for these 10 days. If you enjoyed the video and want to keep updated with my world, don't forget to drop a sub. We just recently hit 2,000 subscribers, which was my goal for the end of this year. So I have a new goal in mind. I'm going to try and hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of this year. I think we can do it. Also, check out some of my other non-Minecraft videos. I put a lot of work into them. I'm Pajama John, and I'll see you next time.